Welcome to First Choice Building Products. Today we're going to be talking about what comes in an MEL 3000-1 field retrofit kit and the typical installation process. First thing, what comes in the kit is going to be a new rear scissor brackets, which is going to have to be changed out, and a new end cap. So you get the rear scissor bracket. The old one's going to have a part hanging off out here that goes into the mechanical dogging. We're no longer going to be needing that because we're going to be electrically dogging it. So we get a new rear scissor brackets, a thinner bumper, and a different pin that comes along with it. We also get a new end cap that has a third slot for the electrical cables to go through, and two new mounting screws. We also get the heart of the MEL kit, which is the actual motor. You're going to get a connecting cable, then you're going to get the MEL 3000-1 motor with stuff. This is a part that goes over the rear scissor brackets through the axle pin there. This goes up, in, over, and locks in, and will then be in this position when it's installed. But before we get to that, we're going to have a device that's probably going to look like this, with the mechanical dogging where you push in the bar and that locks into place. The reason why we need to change out the rear scissor bracket is because of this part right here would interfere with where the motor needs to go. The motor needs to go in that spot, so that's why we change out the rear scissor bracket. This new motor uses the exact same mounting hole location as the mechanical dogging now. So you don't have to drill any new holes or do anything like that. It's the same exact mounting hole location. You will need to remove the mechanical dogging. You will have to unscrew that. You will have to unscrew the rear scissor brackets up here to take that off. And you're going to have to get access to this connecting rod right here. And the connecting rod out of there kind of looks like that, because you're going to have to remove about that much off the end of the connecting rod. If you don't, the connecting rod is going to be hitting. This is designed to go over the connecting rod, but it's going to hit before it's able to pull it back. So we got to cut off. It's about a ½ inch from the center of the hole to here is where you're going to want, and everything else is going to be cut off. You can do it with a hacksaw or a chop box or whatever else you want. The other thing you're going to have to cut or knock out is this middle tab, because you're going to have the wires go right through here where this new end cap is going to go through. It's going to have a slot there. So either you can cut this out or remove this end cap to go through. When it's installed, the motor is going to be really tight to the rear scissor brackets. You're going to see the parts goes over the connecting rod. So this goes over the connecting rod like that, and it grabs onto the rear axle pin and sits right up against the rear scissor brackets. Then when you have this in, this is going to have to go in and kind of this goes down, this kind of goes in like this, then it goes like that, then it goes down, and put it in, flip everything over, and then screw these things on. Thank you.